Hi. Good after morning. How y'all doing? So yesterday I came across this video, and this is a guy who decided, well, not really to come at Sunny V2, but to come at Sunny V2. And in this video, he's going to speak on just like, it's a good video nonetheless. It's very different, so I could definitely get with it. Everybody has their own opinion on things and stuff like that. But I feel like he was saying in there, he's not the best at articulating when it comes to reaction videos. That's why he don't do it much. So he wasn't the best when trying to get where he was trying to get at. But we're going to watch this video. I didn't watch all of it. I'm going to watch a good bit of it, like maybe like a little half of it. But we're going to watch it so y'all can get an understanding and I can like talk on it more.
So, a few weeks ago, I made a video about the extremely successful YouTuber Sunny V2. The video did okay, and in the comments, I got a lot of people telling me to watch this other video from Sunny V2 called The Dark Side of Ninja's Life. And when I did watch that video, it was honestly just extremely strange. Starts off the video in what I would call a very odd way, by reading off a bunch of YouTube comments from people saying Ninja looks sick. So the video is fundamentally premised on Ninja looking bad according to some guys on the internet. How seriously are we supposed to take these YouTube comments, How seriously are we supposed to... What difference does it make that people think, even if he's lost some weight, like why are we pretending to know how he's doing? Just some YouTube comments is the foundation of this documentary. Let's keep going.
Before he keeps going, we're going to stop him right there. I have a moral to this of what Sunny V2 does, but you can kind of see how Sunny V2 videos are set up in place and what's the critiques coming from and things like that. This dude saying that you can't take comments and things like that serious, but these are the people who are basically making you who you are. So I don't know how you could not take things serious. Another thing is, this nigga Ninja was already skinny as the fuck. So him looking sunken in the face and things like that would, like concern many people. Hell, it just concerned me just looking at him. He do look sick, like he do be on something. Who knows? They take performance enhancers for professional gamers and stuff like that. Like, who knows?
Ninja's descent from grace has without a doubt been hard on his ego. It's also revealed numerous elements relating to his dark side. A clear decline in his physical health associated with what many consider to be a potential substance abuse problem, incredibly fake persona, always pretending to refute ideas and actions that, when digging a little deeper, can be identified in his own behavior.
Okay, so just to establish something, right? Just so we have a clear picture here, the thesis of the video is fundamentally that Ninja is bad and has a dark side because he's a phony. Like, most of it is that he's a phony.
Personality also seemed to change from a genuine guy who would say whatever he was thinking.
You're averaging 3 kills a game? If I'm gonna be honest with you because you're being honest with me, that's terrible. 3 kills a game is not good.
To a dude who seemed to be constantly playing a persona.
Do not pick on anyone. There's nothing funny about it.
And this is the first element of Ninja's dark side.
So he used to just say whatever, now he says things that he thinks are good. Like, that bullying is bad. He used to say just whatever he wanted to say. Now it's that bullying's bad. That is what constitutes the dark side of Ninja.
There's a hilarious video up.
I'm stopping right there because I don't know this person's mindset or anything. I don't know how gullible of a person he is. But basically in the video Sunny V2 putting up is basically anybody who starts off YouTube streaming, things like that, when you don't have a crazy audience like that, and especially when you're streaming, do not tell me y'all haven't said vulgar shit. Like, come on, just be 110% honest. You were more yourself back then when you weren't put on a certain pedestal. That's just how it is. Him going from an extreme person that he was into a person that's acting like he really gives a fuck is what Sunny V2 is trying to put together in here.
Do not bully people, Ninja. In which Ninja is giving a monologue about how it's not good to bully people.
If your friends are bullying someone, you should tell them to stop. And if you're the one bullying someone, then you need to just stop.
Followed by numerous clips of Ninja bullying people.
You shut up when I'm talking to you!
Hell, before he even gets there, you could look into the video when he was telling people to stop bullying him. He looked like he was genuine with himself. He kept looking down and all of that. Like, I don't know. But
Okay,
hold on.
so I'm immediately just really not sold on this claim of hypocrisy, right? I have two major problems with this. The first is,
How?
just because you did something in the past doesn't mean you don't think that thing is bad, right? You know, most people would call it bad to be an asshole. I would certainly say it's not a good thing to be an asshole. And yet, you'll find many examples over the course of my long and storied past of me being a complete prick. There's no way to be like a perfect person. We just generally understand that being a good person is good. I don't think that bullying is exactly the same as like being a crazy toxic gamer during Fortnite, right? Sure, I'm not super into people who are rude during games, but I think that's a far cry, a reasonably far cry from being like somebody's peer in real life who torments them and makes them feel horrible about themselves, which I think seemingly is what Ninja's talking about in that clip. So that's the two problems.
I have sectional problems with what he's saying, and one of them is the first thing. We're gonna go with the bullying thing. You know, we live in 2022. You could fart the wrong way and post it on Facebook or on social media or anything like that, and you could probably get canceled. They probably say it's a racist fart. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really put that in there. Your peers. This is 2022 again. People have peers that are online. That's just a thing nowadays. You know. People care a lot about what people say to them online and social media and stuff like that. So you also can't say that as well. Ninja's an influencer. So if a kid who played with Ninja, an adolescent, a young adult, anything that looked up to Ninja in a type of way to want to be like Ninja, be successful in gaming and stuff, played with Ninja, and Ninja was over there just shit talking, spatted, not really making it known that it's satire or a joke, like, they're gonna feel a certain type of way. So yeah, I get what you're saying, and also in the fact that people, like you say it's toxic. Okay, toxic and bullying, they could be put one and the same. A bully is a toxic person doing toxic things to people online, talking shit. You know, some people be spilling out, yeah, grandma, blah, blah, blah. You know, they be going all out. Hell, my brother's considered very toxic. Like, if you go look at his TikTok, he's considered very toxic. But, nigga, that could be considered sign of bullying the way he be coming at those little ass kids and stuff on that goddamn game. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, it's just all into the perspective. It's all into the perspective. You can't forget the perspective.
So that's the two problems I have. Moving on.
It's clear that Ninja is saying don't bully people to portray himself as an innocent person who would never do something like that to another player. But does he not realize that almost everyone is aware of his past? Everyone's seen the clips such as,
Fuck you, kid. You're adopted.
Now, in reality, there's nothing all that bad about talking dirty to another person on a game when you kill them because it's simply a part of gaming culture.
Okay, so what does it mean then? Like, why are you making this point? If you don't think there's anything wrong with talking trash during a video game, then why are we using it as an example of Ninja's hypocrisy?
Hold on. You can clearly see in that statement that he was going to say there's nothing wrong with that, but he was going to get another statement. Now, at this point, I don't know what's going to happen next. I think that's probably where I stopped at. If he cut to what he was going to say, then I'm going to have to go back and show y'all.
V2 simply pro-bullying then? Because seemingly then he would be exemplifying the exact hypocrisy that he's here condemning. Sunny V2 presumably is against bullying, yet doesn't believe there's anything wrong with trash talk. That is, unless Sunny V2 is just pro people bullying other people.
So, from what you're saying right here, you're saying that bullying is a part of picking on somebody or being quote-unquote toxic on the game? Because now you're contradicting yourself as well. Come on.
Bad. I don't think bullying people is good.
This can also be replicated in more recent examples. Like when Ninja went out of his way to discuss how he's apparently never said anything racist in the past.
Obviously, you shouldn't say, besides like that racist, which I never did and always hated when people would
The text on the screen here reads, going out of his way to denounce racism to seem more noble to his fan base. So I feel like this is a really revealing bit of the video, right? Like the very concept of denouncing racism here is inherently the only reason why a person might say something against the idea of racism is just to virtue signal. Somebody with a massive platform like Ninja's has no good reason to say anything about racism ever. It's all a big virtue signal. Okay.
Which is once again another...
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, he's a gamer. What would be the purpose of doing that? There's nothing. There's no racism things that should be going on based around there. It's not like they have segregated Fortnite game world tournaments or Valorant or whatever, where they're segregating the whites and the blacks. I mean, this dude sits on his ass and plays games. I mean, why does he have to do anything racism wise?
For example, of
he's
him
putting
trying
himself
to
in something
play
he
a
doesn't have to.
politically correct persona, when his past tells us that political correctness really isn't in his genuine personality.
Those kids were so bad, dude. I'm so dumb, dude. I'm done with this game.
I'm sorry, he didn't show clips of Ninja being racist. I don't know that much about Ninja. I think it's a really bad sign for the video, though, if you say he's a hypocrite because he came out against racism, acts like he's a racist or was a racist in his past, and then
No. That's not where V2 was getting at. V2 was getting at this dude's environment is that he plays games. And he's really getting pissed off at a child right now, is what it sounds like. He's saying kids, ain't it children or something? It sounds like what V2 was trying to get at is there is nothing in the subject that he does as a career that is mature enough to be speaking on racism when you're doing something as childish as arguing with children on a fucking video game. That is where V2 was kind of getting at with his part right there in that video. I get what you're trying to say. Again, you're trying to spit this hypocrisy thing, but you need to change the subject. You need to change and switch on to the subject. There's more things to talk about that happened into this video.
And when I look up online Ninja racism, what I found is that he rapped along with some song and used some kind of racial expletive and then immediately apologized for it, which frankly I don't think is very compelling for Sunny V2's point.
And how is that not compelling? Now I'm starting to think this dude is extremely gullible. Do you believe every apology video that you fucking see on the internet? You said this dude used, what did he say, vulgar word? What he said before he...
What I found is that he rapped along with some song and used some kind of racial expletive.
Racial expletive. I don't know what racial expletive he did. He may say nigga or something. I don't know. I would slap the hell out of Ninja little ass. But... you said he immediately apologized after. Why would you immediately apologize after? That's that bull-ish. Why not just not done it in the beginning if you felt so bad?
Back to the video.
The fundamental problem as a whole here seems to be that Ninja is constantly trying to be something he's not, which leads to a response from the audience along the lines of
that you're just a piece of shit no matter what you do. If you try to be, if you try to make a change for the better, you're either fake or a sellout. And then people just say that they miss the old you.
Wait, so in this very clip, Ninja says explicitly that he was trying to make a change for the better? So then even the claim of hypocrisy then doesn't even stand at all. It doesn't make any sense at all then. He's explicitly saying that there was a point at which he was worse than he is now. And that his fans resent him for trying to change that. Where is the hypocrisy if he said, I'm trying to get better, right? You have to...
I don't know how deep he gets into this video, but in V2's video, V2 puts in that the genuosity, the genuineness that was in Ninja isn't there no more. So this is what they're claiming as in he's being a hypocrite. He might be speaking on this. He might be trying to be a quote-unquote better guy, but it just doesn't feel genuine. He doesn't seem genuine. It seems like he's doing robotic activities, a bot-ass nigga right now, in order to appease the crowd that he's done gang. And I don't know, bro. You need to look a little more and deeper into this.
Prove that one out, right?
But Ninja fails to realize the reason people perceive him as fake is not because he's toxic, not because he's family friendly. It's because, once again, he's trying to be something that he's not in order to appeal to an audience instead of just being who he truly is. People liked him most when he was the old
and
toxic
see,
ninja.
Right here, Buddy should have cut the video and brung his little slooky ass back into the camera and talk. Because why you ain't speak right there?
That's what I'm talking about, dude!
So I guess I find this one of the more interesting moments in the video, and a telling one, where Sunny V2 essentially asserts, without any sort of knowledge of Ninja, what his authenticity looks like. Maybe it is true that he used to enjoy screaming on the internet. Who doesn't enjoy it? Who doesn't enjoy it? But the reality is, there's a possibility that it's not inauthentic that he's changing. He's just like becoming a different guy, kinda. Like, he's not exactly the same as the person you liked. Does that inherently mean that he has some deep moral failing? Are you the ninja sage? Do you know everything that goes on inside of his mind? You know, what is the standard of evidence that we're using here to assert that this man is bullshitting you because he's changing?
This is the reason why people began to like Tfue more when he first started to gain popularity. It's that he did bully people, and he did talk a lot of smack.
But I don't want to waste all my mats on this guy, when I know I could probably just shit on him.
But he simply owned it and was comfortable and honest about the fact that sometimes he was a bit of an asshole.
He likes one streamer more than the other streamer. That's all I'm hearing, legitimately. Like, he likes it when the guy does yelling and is an asshole, kind of, and gets mad on stream, and he doesn't like it when the guy doesn't do that. Which is actually 100% fine. I love watching people get...
Again, this dude's literally just missed the point of what the hell Sunny V2 was saying. And again, I'm going to get to the moral of Sunny V2 videos in a minute, because it's almost over on this video. But you're missing the complete point of what this man's saying. You have somebody like Tfue or whoever that is, I don't really know. But you have somebody like him who is considered more genuine, don't care what the crowd has to say, you know, unapologetic about the way he is. That's what you consider a genuine person. That's who they is. That's who they feel. They didn't come out and make some advert crazy change because some bullshit happened in between in their career. Because it was I believe it was some BS that happened into Ninja's career and all kinds of extras and stuff like that. And I believe that's why he tried to take a better PR change for his career and stuff like that. And he just seems more bot-like, bro. It's okay to be that type of person. If you want to be that type of person, you can. Just that genuine fans genuinely can feel that you're not genuine. Ow.
I'm mad online too. It's my passion in life. That's fine. But like, to me, that is the only claim that I'm processing. I like this streamer better because he yells at people.
But perhaps as he's declined in popularity in order to maintain relevance, Ninja feels like he has to play a persona of someone who his audience would like, such as the new politically correct Ninja, but fails to realize that this just makes people like him even less because the audience can tell that all he's doing is trying to put forward a certain ingenuine image.
Well, where's this theory coming from? Where is this idea coming from that he made a few tweets, I guess, about Black Lives Matter and said that bullying was bad because of the decline in his career, making it so that he thought that to get back into being popular, he had to become more politically correct? Where's the evidence for this theory? This is the same point I made in my other Sunny V2 video. It just seems like actually made up to me. It seems like kind of a fan fiction about this guy's life. Maybe this is trivial, but I think there's a kind of problem about just making stuff up about people, pretending you know their motivations when you objectively...
Wouldn't that be considered defamation?
You know, obviously he's just speculating, but his speculations are founded in nothing, and he's doing it to millions and millions of people. So I just think I don't like it. I don't like that.
And this whole component is a basis for the next element of Ninja's dark side, and that's his bizarre foray into the world of politics. Not his political opinion as such, but more specifically, why is he even getting involved in politics at all? He's a gaming streamer.
What's the problem?
Thank you.
Like, what difference does it make? Is there some
Listen
sort
to
of
this idiot. Listen to this idiot. Listen to this idiot very well and good. We're going from a person who used to yell at kids at 20-something years old to expecting... You expect me, for a person who was just screaming at kids through a microphone online, winning money, and becoming famous off of a video game that has shit to do. They're killing. They're literally killing aliens, fishes, motherfucking goats and goddamn rabbits, cats and dogs, Indian, black, Mexican, all that in that goddamn game. You even killing LeBron James, goddammit. So you expect me to listen and reason out politically to that dude? No. And you talking about what's the problem? What's the problem? Bro's not, his brain ain't set up for that, nigga. Come on, man. Be real, bro.
This just goes back to the previous point of being ingenuine with his audience. Ninja is a multi-millionaire white guy spending his time playing video games who also seems to be somewhat low in compassion, judging from the way he treats his enemies after he kills them.
He's low in compassion, judging from the way that he treats his enemies in Fortnite. Sunny V2 just claimed that Ninja is low in compassion because he trash talks in a video game.
Now, this one, that one was a little off because I mean, killing the enemy. I mean, I'll trash out my enemies too, but
he's low in.
Everyone can tell that you don't really care about these societal issues, and you're just saying words to maintain relevancy and keep up your reputation.
So, because he's a rich guy, he can't make extremely conventional tweets about Black Lives Matter. Like,
no.
If you do have, like, do you see how this is sort of a perverted?
No, because that's not what established his career. He established his career off games, of shooting. So the fuck.
And horrible logic, right, for getting anything done. If you do have a big platform, if people care about what you have to say,
I think
they give you
I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but I think for the instance of he posts something about Black Lives Matters, honestly, as a nigga, which one of y'all really cared? I felt like, okay, I feel good that Ninja said something about Black Lives Matter. We're important. Literally nobody. He could have kept it to himself is what I'm trying to say. What is V2 trying to say? That's what everybody's trying to goddamn say.
Because of it, you should innately be thrust out of the realm of expressing any kind of political idea. You know, so who expresses political ideas then? Who can do that? Who's allowed to do it? Because the people who are getting...
The politically correct type of stuff. This dude needs to play games, period. I wouldn't be over here trying to talk politically correct on none of that goddamn type of shit. If I'm a complete gamer, I'm a goddamn gamer. That's what I'm gonna do. That's not my fucking subject.
People who agree with you on the topic lose respect for you because they can sense the lack of authenticity and the fact that you're only posting it to appease your audience.
This is actually such an interesting moment in the video. This is actually the moment in the video that got me to make this video. Sunny V2 says, even the people who agree with you are pissed off at you. And then he shows this tweet from this guy. Hey, look, this fool believes that because he's good at killing carton people in a video game, this guy is not on Ninja's side. Why couldn't you find a tweet from a person that's on his side but still pissed off at him?
Hey, look, this fool believes that he's good at killing carton people in a video game. Okay. Who's to say that V2 didn't look at Pardon Edward Snowden's Twitter? Or somehow seen that he's been following Ninja for a while? I'd be still screaming to myself, what is this dude right here getting at? Who's to say that this dude doesn't comment? He didn't go and do... Who's to say V2 didn't do his research and this dude be commenting on Ninja stuff a lot, agreed on a lot of stuff, and then he finally disagreed with some bullshit like this? And at the end of the day, what does it got to do? What is this doing to negate the post? Does it negate the post? Because this is what I was saying. Dude plays games and kills cartoon people for a living, literally. And listen to what bruh's saying. Now he thinking he's the top goddamn corner. He can state rulings and stuff, and how people died.
Thing. He hasn't found a single one. And why might that be, you think? Why is that? You know, why doesn't that person exist in this video? Baffling.
On top of this, all
how do you know
Ninja is
they
doing
don't
is
exist?
alienating
That's the
his
thing I keep
audience.
saying.
Beating up his
Who's to say these not
because,
original
as
fans,
Nico
bro?
said best,
Totally oblivious to the fact that he is fake, he is a poser, he is a phony, and he just doesn't see it. You know, I don't love making this video right now, honestly, because it's like, I don't know fuck all about Ninja. I don't know all that much about Ninja. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe he is a disingenuous prick. Oh, all I know from Ninja is that he made a few incredible tweets about how, you know, video gaming is harder than kicking footballs, and I've admired him ever since. I don't know all that much about Ninja.
You admired him ever since? What the fuck? You admired him ever since when he said that playing video games is harder than kicking a football? What stress are you under when playing a game? The fuck? Y'all some weirdos, bro. What kind of shit was that? Nigga have to be athletically gifted to kick footballs. What the hell? You don't just go out there and just kick. Ninja, go out there and kick it then. Go out there and kick it. Go on your little Adderall trip and go and kick it. Since that's so deep. And you, since you admire him so much, be his little cheerleader. Be his little botch. Be his little cheerleader sitting there. Go Ninja, kick the ball. Go Ninja. Cause what the hell, bro? You tried that shit. I admire him ever since. So obviously we got it there. This dude's biased. Cause he just fucked this whole goddamn, out of everything he done said throughout this whole video, even with the points that he made that was valid. All the shit go to shit waste, as we can use his logic, because he sits here and simply admires this dude. He just said other bruh hates him. And everything shouldn't be considered into a complete valuation because he just simply doesn't like Ninja. But you simply admire Ninja, so I'm just supposed to sit here and listen to what you're saying, right? Bias versus bias. Well, today you get an unbiased opinion. Both of you
All
wrong.
I know is what I'm seeing in this video.
Both of you wrong. Ninja's a woman. How about that? How about I switch the roles?
And just...
The final and certainly most interesting part of Ninja's dark side is without a doubt the decline of his appearance and physical health.
So now in the Sunny V2 video, he just starts kind of speculating about how Ninja might be using drugs, which I don't fucking know. Maybe he's using drugs. Well, you know, what do I
Just
care?
fucking listen and shut up.
But I don't care about that at all. So I'm going to call it here. I should...
This dickwad missed one of the more important parts of the video because it is very known that competitive gamers use performance enhancers. And the fact that he skipped this part just shows me that this video is weak as hell on his point. In my last point, and what I kept talking about, the moral of V2's story is, has anybody else ever gotten a feeling when watching a V2 video or anything similar to Sunny V2's videos, is that he never puts it in his perspective, but this is only the perspective of what people comment, what he sees on tweets, and what everybody else has been saying on Reddit, posters, and everything else. Because I've never sat down and watched the Sunny V2 video and be like, nah, Sunny V2's wrong, blah, 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 this and that. Because Sunny V2's putting the perspective of what everybody else is saying and making it into a video. So you're holding this L because you genuinely just skipped the good part of the video you should have watched. And the fact that Sunny V2 really doesn't go off, this isn't just off of him hating Ninja, nothing like this. This is just what he sees in comments, what he sees people post, etc. and etc. That's generally what he does, bro. So anyways, other than that, man, this dude, don't. I can see why you don't do reaction videos. Don't do it. All right, y'all boys, I'm out.